Cool, Helen, so we're at fence 6, second combination on course, first time they get their feet wet.
Yep.
Looks like you followed a nice trend with 80, 90, 100 all having similar questions, but the 100 being closer.
Absolutely, yeah, completely. So for the 100, I probably wouldn't normally have it quite as close as this on the down slope with a little bit of the surprise of the water. But I always find at this event that they're flying.
Yeah.
Because their blood's up, they've done the roads and tracks, they've done the chase. I feel I can ask more of a question here than I would do at my 100 in the middle of the summer, for example. And I also feel like because this is a direct qualifier for badminton and they're going to have a championship track there, I think people come here knowing that this is going to be a little bit more of a championship track. So the hundreds I think have got quite a decent question here. Like you say, it's the first time they're going to get their feet wet, so the water could come as a little bit of a surprise. Second combination, but there's obviously quite a tight relationship here between all the elements. Again, they're coming downhill, so at least they can sight the water. They can sight the water from up there, but it's a real balance and not getting sucked into the bottom of that too much, keeping the weight and the balance just back a little bit. And then as you can see, it's quite close, the sea element is quite close to the edge of the water for the hundreds. And then you've got the progression through 90, you've got a little bit more room, 80, you've got even more room. But it's still the same principle for all three levels, just with that progression up through.
It's going to be interesting because obviously some do jump a little bit that lip out of water.
Absolutely.
And that's
just
going to be interesting because obviously it's a fairly small fence for the 100 coming out if you went up to the base of it. But actually where it's positioned, they're going to have to deal with maybe a slightly different ride.
Completely, and the footwork, and actually it won't be an exact stride pattern. They're just going to have to react and go with what they've got and actually let the horses do the footwork and be clever with their feet rather than thinking, oh, it's going to be a level 5 or a level 6 through there, because you'll see everything. You'll see everything from, goodness, from probably 6 to 10. It just depends what the horses want to do with their feet.
But as you say, direct qualifier for badminton, often they have a fairly decent fence just before the lake in the 190 championships, and then they had to turn out to something coming up a ramp out this year. So similar type of question, really.
And it's and it's great practice. It's a great setup for them.
Totally. If they can't jump clear around here, then they perhaps shouldn't be going to badminton. So yes,
we're helping set them up.
Exactly that. So looking forward to seeing great riding through here, good balance, and probably some having to slip the reins a little bit, reactive riding.
Absolutely, and that's what we want. That's what cross country is
about.
about.
What cross country is all about, isn't it?